going under and their support people, pay app, things like that? If yes, how are you handling, is that affecting your SSI? So the two-part question.
So it's a two-part question. So I do not believe it affects their SSI, but the grants are paid for by us. So the internships are paid by us. They're grant funded. And so they are paid, so they get a paycheck from FedCap when, I think it's like weekly or bi-weekly throughout their internships.
Okay, and are you checking with families before getting them that job, just to make sure that that money isn't affecting?
Yes, we do. Our internship and our transition manager, Ellen Blake, is works with the families. You know, there's a lot that goes into the consideration of it, but yes, works with the families and the employers.
Could you tell us more about the 8-week job readiness program, where it's located, what it entails?
Well, like I said, that's a high school program, so we work with different high schools on that.
The 8-week job
Yeah,
readiness
that's part of our high
is
school
not
program.
part of the sports program that could be
No,
funded.
but we do, but we do, when we do our support coordination, we work with those type of things. We work with you on your resume development. We work with you on your soft skills. We work with you on your interview skills. That's all part of the employment services from our coordinators. So we want you to be, so our goal is to place you. So we want you to be as ready as possible. So we will do more mock interviews with our clients. We will make sure your resume is current as far as format goes and as far as your skills are concerned. You know, we want you to be very work ready. We want to get you a job. That's what we want to do. That's our whole purpose of existing, is to get folks jobs. So if you're not ready for an interview yet, we're going to practice interview with you as much as we have to practice interview with you. We're going to practice the handshaking. We're going to practice the eye contact. We're going to make you at ease in an interview. We're going to help you with your job application. So although it's not the formal class, we really do work with the clients to make sure that they're in every way possible ready to get that job.
Is that like a one-on-one?
Yes, one-on-one.
And it's can be funded through the sports program, part of the?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't it be DVRS first?
It's DVR, but we do get people directly from DDD.
Right, but for the most part, wouldn't it go through DVRS initially, and then once the person is done
And then
with long-term
follow-on, then it goes to
would-
DDD.
That's
Yes,
what normally
yes,
would happen,
yes,
right?
normally, yes.
Okay. I'm so sorry, I didn't.
That's okay. No, that's okay.
I think it's great that you guys do both, because what that, I was just talking to a dad about that. What that allows is it allows for the same agency to provide continuous
Yes.
services throughout the need of the individual's job, his or her employment. And I think that that's great that you do both.
I live in Passaic County. I'm already in the process to get my son through the DVR. Okay, when I get there, the DVR just gave me two options. I can take him with the ARC of Bergen and Passaic County, or the other is a friendship house. My question is, my son can be also through your company?
Yes.
Because they say give me two options. They don't say talking nothing about your company.
No, you can. It's good to know. These are for say. But yeah, you can say to them, I'd like to work with Enable.
Because you know what they told me, they are doing the evaluation about if he can work or maybe he cannot do it. That's different?
Yeah, actually that is. So if they're still evaluating him, and that's one of the things that we're waiting on our approval from DVR on. We fill out applications. So he'll go through a community, the work-based evaluation.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so, and basically what that is, they take him to several different places, in several different scenarios, and they will see, you know, if he's ready to work. If he's ready to work, or they feel he's ready to work, that's when they will say to you, okay, you can have a placement agency. Friendship House, I know, is certified for CBWA. So that's when he gets the approval for being ready to work, that's when you could say, okay, I would like to work with Enable or another agency that you're
All right.
comfortable with.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? I'll free you up for lunch in a heartbeat. Oh.
Are there part-time jobs like weekend jobs?
Yes, and our job coaches, yes, we do part-time, full-time, because we do understand that usually part-time is desirable. We also, but our job coaches just know are available on weekends, and they are available on weeknights, and so our job coaching services and our placement services are not just a 9 to 5 kind of thing.
So my second question is the job coach, are they with the person permanently, or they just, are they giving them the person work?
Well, ideally, and again, that's based on what is approved, but ideally, we want to teach them the job and then let them work independently. However, we do check in with them on a regular basis. If they're needed to come back on the job, we work with them. If a job does not allow us to be on site, we will work with them off site to make sure that they're learning the job.
Can you address what happens if they start to earn a certain level of income where it can affect their social security
Mhm.
and supports? Does that happen? Can that happen?
It can. And so what really I think is important to realize, so that when it does start affecting it, I think that's up to the parents. And I think, however, you have to realize that if they're earning that much, then they have the potential to earn more than what their benefits are giving them at the time. And so, I think if the parents keep an eye on that, and a lot of parents do, and that's fine, and we respect that. We don't keep that. That's obviously for the family. But I think that what's important to realize is that when your family member is earning at those levels, they can tend to earn more than what their benefits actually provide for them.
But the risk is losing their.
But I believe you can always reapply if employment, yeah, it does,
Workability.
yeah,
New Jersey workability.
yeah,
You
yeah,
don't know 60,000.
Right.
yeah.
And not lose your Medicaid.
I just wanted that said, because I think a lot of parents are afraid.
Yeah, I do too. I do agree with that. I do think a lot of parents are very afraid of that, and I think that that's something we need to educate more on as an industry. Because I think that's a big fear, and I think that if your child can earn their potential, then they should, and know that you're not going to completely lose your Medicaid. So I think that's really important for people to understand.
You don't want to without losing access to Medicaid.
Just there are different mechanisms.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, if you are working and you are, so you have workability, then once you lose your job, then my understanding is that you lose your workability too. Then you have to reapply.
You do have to believe yes for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have to, the big fear for parents is that they're losing their
Right.
Medicaid services.
Right, you lose your Medicaid, so you have to reapply. Then, okay, once you reapply, can you get it back quickly? No.
I do not work on that end. We don't work on that end, so I couldn't tell you how quickly that agency works, to get it back.
They may make it retroactive, but I don't know.
But you can reapply and.
Do you do anything?
Jen Joyce gave a webinar a couple
Sorry,
days ago.
wait, I have 2 questions. I'm sorry.
Do you do anything with people who want to open their own business or, that kind of thing where?
They want to be self-employed.
Oh, no, we don't.
That's an idea.
That is an idea. That's actually an excellent idea. And that's something that,
Hire a bunch of kids.
Can you repeat it?
Very
Can you
good
repeat that
idea.
question?
so she had asked, do we deal with any clients that are interested in starting their own businesses that may be entrepreneurial? We don't. I would not doubt that FedCap may have programs for that because And if they don't, they should, and I'm gonna bring it up. Because I think it's an excellent idea. I think
There's
it's
a boy online that makes socks for every
Yes,
occasion.
yes, yes.
It's supposed
I
to, you
know
and
who you're
he's
talking
a
about.
special kid, and it is the most,
Yep.
first of all, we sent away for all the socks.
Yeah.
Because my kid loves that. But at any rate, you think that there are things that are very, and they don't have to have a boss per se.
Yeah.
Which many of them don't work really.
Because I'm very involved in a lot of industry and chambers, if there was I definitely have resources that could help with such things. So I could tell you that, but it's not something that we really look at, but it's definitely something to consider. That was a really good idea, thank you. The lady over there, did you have a question?
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Jen Joyce gave a webinar a couple days ago about employment, and she mentioned NJ Wins as an organization that would help families understand the impact of having a job on your SSI and your Medicaid. NJ Wins.
NJ Wins, did everybody get that? And there are a lot of resources, and one of the things that had recently come up in some workshop that I was involved in creating, just to let you know, was creating a central place where people could get this information, because it's so hard with DVRX and DDD, and you have to search all over the place. And so one of the things that I think some of the folks that are really involved in this are trying to do is kind of figure out if that can even be created, because it shouldn't be this difficult and it shouldn't be this hard for families. It should be a one place to be able to get your answers. And so just to let you know, the conversations are being had.
My daughter has an associate's degree. She gets offered stocking shelves in a grocery store from DDR. How can we avoid that?
We should be looking further for her. And that's quite honestly. I think it's a matter of looking at, again, we focus on what are the job goals. And so this is what I will tell you. And I will tell you this, if your daughter does not have a lot of work experience, getting that work experience is going to be critical to be able to move further. Okay, so, right, none of us started as executives, none of us started at the top of the, right, none of us did. And so